Today, we're diving into something that shapes the way we understand ourselves and others every single day. It's called emotional intelligence, or EI. Whether you're navigating school, friendships, or your own mental health, understanding emotional intelligence can totally change the way you move through the world. Let's start with the basics. Emotional intelligence is your ability to understand, manage, and express your own emotions. But it doesn't stop there. It's also about recognizing the emotions of others and responding to them appropriately. So think of it as having emotional awareness plus the social skills to use that awareness wisely. When you're emotionally intelligent, you're not just reacting, you're responding. You pause, reflect, and act with intention. And honestly, in today's fast-paced world, that's a superpower. You might be wondering, okay, sounds cool, but why should I really care? Well, emotional intelligence is like the foundation of all healthy relationships. It helps you communicate better, work in teams more effectively, and solve problems with a clearer head. And here's the kicker. Emotional intelligence plays a huge role in mental health. When you're more aware of your emotional landscape, you're more resilient. You can bounce back from setbacks, stay calm in stressful moments, and make better decisions. Now that we know what emotional intelligence is and why it matters, let's break it down into 5 key components. These were popularized by specifically popular psychologist Daniel Goleman. Number 1, self-awareness, which is knowing what you're feeling and why. Self-regulation, managing those emotions effectively. Motivation, having an inner drive to grow and achieve. 4, empathy, understanding how others are feeling. And lastly, social skills, building meaningful connections and communicating well. We are going to take our time walking through each of these. Think of them like the muscles you can flex and strengthen with practice. So let's start with self-awareness, the cornerstone of emotional intelligence. This is your ability to recognize your own emotions as they happen. Let's say you're suddenly irritable, snapping at your sibling, or feeling low after scrolling through Instagram. A self-aware person would pause and ask, what am I feeling and why? Maybe it's comparison, stress, or just tiredness. It's also about understanding how your emotions influence your behavior, like realizing you study better when you're calm or that you shut down when you're anxious. Try checking in with yourself a few times a day. Ask, what am I feeling? What triggered this? Where do I feel this in my body? And over time, you'll start to see patterns, and that's powerful. In terms of self-regulation, it regards to emotional self-control. Picture this. You're working on a group project, and one person isn't doing their part. You feel frustrated. We've all been there, right? Self-regulation is the ability to pause before reacting, to channel your emotions in a healthy way. Instead of snapping or getting angry, maybe you take a breath, step back, and plan how to bring it up calmly. That's self-regulation in action, and it's essential. So, for example, let's do a quick breathing exercise together. When you're feeling stressed, try this. Inhale slowly for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and exhale for 6 seconds. Try it a few times. The simple breathing pattern helps calm your nervous system. Afterwards, jot down how you feel, maybe a little calmer or more focused. This is a small, powerful tool to bring you back to center during tough moments. Next up is motivation, and we're talking about intrinsic motivation here. That's the kind of drive that comes from inside you, not just from rewards or pressure. It's about setting meaningful goals and staying positive even when things get hard. People high in emotional intelligence are usually optimistic and purpose-driven. They don't just work hard, they work with intention. So ask yourself, what really motivates me? Let's look at the difference between good and bad motivation. Good motivation sounds like I'm studying because I love this subject, or I'm helping a friend because I care. Bad motivation, that's doing something just to avoid punishment or to impress someone. True emotional intelligence doing things that align with your values, not just reacting to pressure. Take a minute and think always, what's one goal I'm moving towards for the right reasons? Now let's talk about empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's what allows us to be there for someone, not just with advice, but with presence. Imagine your friend is upset after a tough exam. Empathy means listening, offering comfort, and just being there, even if you don't have all the answers. It's not about fixing feelings, it's about feeling with someone. Social skills are the glue that holds emotional intelligence together. It shows how we communicate, collaborate, and resolve conflict. When have you used your social skills recently? Maybe during a group discussion or helping someone solve a problem even during class. Strong social skills mean being a good listener, knowing when to speak up, and treating others with respect. These skills help build trust. In today's digital world, emotional intelligence is more important than ever. Text can be misread, emotions can be misinterpreted, and it's easy to hit send before thinking. Being emotionally intelligent online means pausing before reacting, choosing your words carefully, and being aware of how your message might be received. It also means not letting likes or comments define your worth. Let's bring empathy and thoughtfulness into a digital space as well. Let's do a quick activity. Look at these messages. Okay, whatever. That's great, I guess. Depending on the tone and context, these can come across as sarcastic, excited, or totally neutral. For example, that's great. That's so great. That's great. Very different tones. That's the challenge of digital communication. And emotional intelligence helps us become more intentional both when we're sending messages and when we're reading them. Take a second to think, and how would you interpret these texts? Before we wrap out, here's your challenge and exit ticket for today. Make one commitment to improve your emotional intelligence this week. It can be something small, like I'll pause before reacting, or I'll ask a friend how they're really doing. Write it down or make a note in your phone and share with the class. That one action can be a start of something powerful. Thank you for joining us today, and remember, building emotional intelligence is a journey. One moment, one choice, one breath at a time.